Hey guys, welcome to our very first episode of Surviving Mars. Actually, this might not be like an episodic thing. I am gonna try. I wasn't sure how to format this kind of thing because I'm introducing a new. I don't know if I want to make this a series, but I think in the background I want to do. Let's see. So we have 6 tutorials, right? In the beginning, this game I want to show you or learn with you guys this game. So every
Hints, such as this one, will appear throughout the training process, giving useful
before
information
each
on
playthrough, I might be restarting the game to be honest until I get a feel for it. So every time we start an episode, we'll start with the tutorial, and I don't know how the audio is going to be. For City Skylines, I had to mute the audio because I kept getting flagged for we call it using the radio in my videos. So I had to redo those kind of things. And for this one, I'm not entirely sure uh, if this is allowed, but what I did for this one is I left the music in just to see when it would happen. I know I don't like taking risks like that, but if it comes to the case where the music needs to be muted, I'll do that. But maybe I should research first. You'll probably see by the end of the video, I'll be or by the time this is published, that I have fine tuned what's allowed because I want to do it right the first time. Anyway, we have the first lesson was I kind of missed what I had to do. The first rocket, right? So we landed a rocket, and now we're plopping down concrete to production, or we're trying to produce concrete so that we could build what we need to refuel the rocket for future missions. So I'm pretty excited. This is so the I was gonna do a focus of the channel would be space.
buildings, the concrete extractor needs power in order to operate. Having a reliable electrical grid and supply is essential for the success of the colony.
Games that deal with recolonizing or simulation that you could see happening in space, right? City Skylines is probably not in that genre, but I think they do have a rocket pad in there. But it is a building game. The way I see it in this way, if I were ever able to be lucky enough to go to space and go to a different planet like Mars. I want to be able to show that I am like able to survive any environment, right? I am definitely physically fit. I have kind of like a mind of an engineer, and very deliberate and meticulous with what I do. So, and I analyze things. Just, just, just talking about what I notice about myself. You feel free to chime in if you want, but anyway.
Drones run on batteries that have to be recharged periodically.
What I want to be able to portray, I guess, or show in this channel is that if you were to send me on a planet or a place, environment that's like something like this, where it's isolated and it's harsh, I would probably be able to survive. Like one of those people who if I see something broken, I don't try to buy something new. I actually try to fix it, which is why I have really old parts. You see the machine I water cooled, the GTX 690 is a very aged
Resources are low.
We don't have sufficient power for all the
part,
buildings in the
right?
colony.
But and then the NZXT H400 is discontinued. So I do have old parts that I definitely reuse, and anything that still works, I'll try to use it for the best of my ability. Anyway, talking more about that build that I made, that water cool one, that machine was an encoding machine. It was funded by the community to help me offload the processing power of my computer so that I could stream video games, right, on a PC.
Production is now underway, and the drones will begin to deliver the fuel to the rocket.
So this particular machine with the hardware can output at 720p without a hitch. Anything higher than that, though, it might be a problem. So it's definitely aged. The quality of my YouTube videos are actually, I bumped it up to 1080p with the laptop that a coworker lent me last year. It was pretty kind of him because I haven't gamed since, what do you call it? I went to college, I deployed, and I hardly gamed unless it was on my free time. So I was going through another class again to learn different things like Power BI, and I didn't really have a computer that could handle things at home. I still had the Dell Vostro 1500 dual core laptop, and then I had the Chromebook. I didn't really have anything powerful enough to run anything, so I was gifted that, or not gifted. I was lent a laptop that if I could put to good use, I could keep it. Anyway, that coworkers moved on to bigger and better things. Wish them luck. Anyway, here, so I was talking too much. Anyway, what we're doing right now, the idea is we're gonna have a tutorial in the beginning, and then we're gonna have a new game for this map every time I post surviving Mars thing. So this is, I don't know if I'm gonna put this in a series, but I saw a note on my YouTube discovery thing that playlists caused me to get 183% more views. So I started tailoring my content in a way that can be binge watched in a playlist. Thank you to those that like these little playlists. I broke down the City Skylines one because if you were to watch the 60, well, we're on 71 episodes. You watch them back to back, it would take you forever. So I broke it up into 3, so you'll have 33 episodes each time, which is it's always a little bit, on average those videos are 10 minutes or so. Should be good. But anyway, we should be talking about surviving Mars. apologize. So this is the tech research tree. So I'm trying to, at the beginning of the game, just to familiarize myself, I like to learn the keyboard shortcuts, and I am using them. Research key is with the H or hotel, and there's some shortcuts I memorized, so I'll let you know once we pass that point. There are other menus like B Bravo is the build menu, C is for the power lines, I think B is for the pipes. There are other combinations I've already forgot. So here I'm struggling. I forget. I'm not familiar with the scanning tool, so I forget that you need sensors to increase the scanning ability. So the one tip that I learned from watching some Surviving Mars streams on Twitch is that you need information is key to understanding where you need to be. Always plan ahead based on where you're going. But I noticed with my playthroughs when I started to play this game, I favored a certain playing style. So I'm thinking for this run, or whenever I do make a series and stick to a map, I will be doing a no pause thing, and I will also be picking a certain group or campaign that I like, and I'll stick to it until we finish that map, right? So let me know in the comments below how you would go about doing this as a series. Repeating the game over and over with a tutorial in the beginning does seem like it's a little repetitive, but adding a little twist to it. I don't know. Once I get an idea of a variation or something that seems to make sense in my head, I just go with it. But I'm open to your suggestions. Here I'm trying to land in the dark, which is probably a bad idea. Completely forgot everything I learned in the tutorial. As a side note, I did play through the whole tutorial thing before I started this map. Right, every day I did the 30 minutes of tutorials, and then I started the map. Now I can't remember what I have to do. Not sure about scanning, not sure about what I need to plop down. Eventually I get to a point where I figure it out. But I've only played the map twice by now. By the time you listen to this video, I've already played all of the tutorial and twice of the map of Space Y in this particular area, this map, and I picked a favorable landing spot. But we'll see. You'll see how these things are going to be structured, and I might put it in a playlist. I'll call it the tutorial playlist, I guess. So this will be tutorial 1. It's not going to be my tutorial. It's going to be a tutorial that the game is teaching me while I play it. This is one of the instances where I do miss having a live stream, but as I explained before, I don't have a stable connection here, and if I were to stream, it would put me over my data cap. Especially with, I always have a certain quality, even though I'll have a lot of bandwidth, like upload speed or not. I always try to conserve the quality. I think when I streamed on Twitch, upload setting was only it was like less than 1 meg, or maybe a little bit over 1 meg. I know that I made the bit rate divisible by 256, so it might be, I gotta look it up, but that was the bit rate I used when I had Comcast back in Virginia. And even though they didn't data cap me, I never went over a certain amount. Here they did data cap you for 1 terabyte or 1200 megs a month, which you can easily go up to if you watch YouTube 24/7, right? You'll easily get past that terabyte. So here I'm placing down solar panels. A trick I learned that so I've been watching a lot of like how-tos or tips for surviving Mars, because when I get kind of nervous, to be honest, to play games that I just started, right? Because I don't have any, I don't feel like I can contribute or help out when it comes to uploading something like this, because I go into YouTube to help people out to understand or try to help people answer a question that they may have. And if I'm completely new to a game, that kind of puts me at a disadvantage. But I was okay with it on Twitch, because on Twitch, Kerbal Space Program, I was guided by the community, KSP TV, and a bunch of different streamers helped me. Streamers and also people from the space industry helped me understand the game, which I'm pretty grateful for. With this game, I don't know if YouTube is a different thing. It feels, I mean, I like the community here, but it feels, what do you call it? Not connected. Not as connected, because YouTube you can watch on your own time, right? Twitch, it's a live thing, and the interaction is instantaneous. Here, I have to wait for a comment, which is alright, or somebody messaging me about what I did in a video, which also makes me nervous, because people have call it a digital record of what I've done. It's a little scary, but it makes sense. So here I now discovered that the rover can collect resources, and I'm having it draw concrete. I don't know why I don't understand, or I didn't pick it up here, the power draw needed to make sure these things stay up. So these concrete production things take 5 electricity, and the large panels, which by the way the shortcut is J or Juliet. Here I finally figure out that I need sensors to make the scanning quicker. So right now I'm playing at normal speed. which is also, I think, when I do start the series and I choose a map and I choose who I want to be my mission partner, I am going to make it as painful as it sounds. I'm only going to use the normal speed, which you're probably wondering why. You know, why torture yourself for just to provide that kind of thing. Well, I feel like it's necessary for games that are in time lapse to play at the lowest speed so that people can keep up. Also, it alleviates the problem of the camera moving around a lot. Here, putting a battery. I noticed because now I notice things go out when there's no sunlight. My only source of power requires sunlight. This is a pretty cool game. I like the soundtrack too. By the way, I think I decided to remove the soundtrack or the music that plays because the MCA thing is scary. I noticed it started being a thing on Twitch when my videos started being muted. It was like a long time ago. But if you look at my channels, I have had two channels in existence. There's one that's from 2007, which is the start of Justin TV, and I joined around Christmas that year. It was I remember joining Swiftor's channel, or Joe. It's his real name. Most people know that, but I joined his channel when he was playing Grand Theft Auto. He was one of the first people who ever had Grand Theft Auto before everyone else, and yeah, that's when I created my account. And shortly after I joined a Toys Your Tots charity stream with Hot Blooded Gaming or Craig. I sort of lost contact with, which is okay. I think one of them still streams. I haven't really kept up. I think the last time I spoke to them was when I was in PAX East. I think Swifter was there. We were in passing, but I don't think I stayed that long because I was only volunteering to do to get my ticket free, or ticket paid for, was to volunteer there as security. Anyway, what we're doing now is building up the city. So, in preparation for the dome, here I'm just plopping different things, getting a feel for it. I wanted to space out the sensors so that anything far or anything that needs to be scanned in an adjoining sector would have coverage. So these sensor towers also reveal the source resources around the map, which is pretty good. I wasn't sure where to place these. I made a huge hexagon kind of thing. Guess that's the way to go. Here we have the water extractor. We found water as part of the sensor detecting that. I landed in a place where there would be water. So to create rocket fuel was my first option, or my first priority. So that we could send a rocket back to get more supplies. I think I have rockets available for to buy to deliver on the surface of Mars, but what I wanted to do is establish some sort of thing that a principle or the thing that I will be doing in my series for this game. I'll probably do it like in a way where I only work with one rocket as a challenge. So one rocket, normal mode, or normal speed, and I think that's difficult enough, right? And then, of course, something like this map where it's challenging, I won't be removing any of the disasters, which, by the way, there's meteors, there's cold fronts, there's people, plagues and whatnot. It's all enabled, so all these disaster things. In City Skylines, I don't play with those on. I only play with this off here so I could get the achievements. If I were to replay City Skylines or a different series, I'd turn on disasters. But for the purposes of what I do in the game, I'll keep it like that. So here, so you see that the sensors are actually working. They're increasing the ability to scan the surface, which is great. And water tank there, extractor. Probably should have built these first. Now I'm waiting for things. And the thing I noticed that I want to get better at is the piping. I want to position things so that I only use a certain amount of stuff. But anyway, we're approaching the hour. I think I only played 30 minutes of this game the first time, but I was approaching the hour, so I needed to end. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you think I'm doing a good job, or if you want to see more videos like this, please like this video and also subscribe to keep up with more episodes. This is John Nezodam signing out. Take care, stay safe. Remember, you are essential.